guys. Let's take a few breaths up. Inhale and breathe. Oh my goodness, I'll tilt that up. Keep breathing. And 2 and 3. Now, once you catch your fingers at the top, go over. And then Michelle, right here, there's a rib tuck and a pubic bone under. That should probably help you feel really supported in the back. Breathe in. And then go up and over. So you're even helping your own arm and you're kind of pulling your own body into lateral flexion. Hi. Hello, guys. Breathe in. Okay, I'm going to turn to the side on this one. So just so you can see, my hands are on the thighs and I'm barely just tucking under. It's kind of like a cat-cow, but with your hands on your legs. And just do what feels good. Our intention is to wake up each segment of your back. You're as young as your spine. So I like to keep it stable, flexible, strong, mobile. Breathe in. Now curl all the way up. Now, we're going to start with a band around the upper back. So grab your dynaband, your elastic tubing, place your hands palms up, and you're going to push out with your exhale. Now, before we add on, just make sure that your ribs are over your pelvis. In other words, you're not doing any lordosis. Now, if you can add on, get on the floor, lift up both heels. So you notice I'm going to try to do a really gentle pause. So there's just a little balance. We're exhaling out. If that makes you get lordotic and you can't get out of it, just do the arms, exhale, or you can sometimes slow down and get the cues. Good, your knees are long but soft. Good. 8. Neck is easy though. 9. Good. 10. Palms face up. 11. Good. And place it between your arm and your ribs, Miss Julie. So put your arm over the band. So see how the band is underneath? Yes. So yeah, there you go. Then it doesn't rub your skin. All right, try 5 more and push. And lift your heels. And lift your heels. All right, now we're all on it. 2 more. 1 more. And then let your band come underneath your heels or heel. 2 is going to be harder, 2 heels, or 1 is going to be easier. And stand tall, bend both elbows. Again, you're going to make sure your ribs are over your pelvis. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Neck is easy. 11. And notice how we're lowering it with control. 12. So you're working the up and the down. 13. Good. You know, I like these muscles. 14. The goal is every day you're picking up items. You're using your grip strength every day. 18. 19. 1 more. 20. And then let that go. Really good. Now we're going to take the band. Now I'm going to show you from the side. Up here, pull in front of your nose to your chest. Go up, put right in front of your nose to your chest. Good. Now look at your elbows. Make sure they're fairly long here. Yeah, your exhale out. If you can't get it longer, then walk your hands in closer and then pull down. So a couple of cues. Look at how the neck is long. You're not lifting your shoulders. Your neck is long. Good. Your shoulder blades are down. Anytime now or in life your arms are overhead because the lats are a little tight, they'll tug at your low back to try to tell it to get lordotic. You don't want to do that. You want to have pelvis under the ribs. So you have your normal low back inward curve that's a little bit, not excessive. So how do I do that? I have a little ab tone here and here so that my ribs are over my pelvis, not in front of. So when you're putting something away in a high shelf or over the closet, then this would be where you use your abs as well. All right, so can we add 5 calves with this one? So at the same time, you go up, you pull your arms down, and you exhale all at the same time. And up, and just go to your chest height with the band. 2, good. And 1, nice job. Now lower the arms, grab a sip if you'd like, and I'd like to add some shoulder circles, which looks like this. Just go up and around. 5, good. Now we're gonna take the band underneath your heel. I'm gonna take a slightly lighter one because this is a long lever, meaning my elbow's long. I'm gonna go out like a T, adjust accordingly. 2. Now I'm not in my neck. Yeah, my hand is in my vision, not behind me. My wrist is straight. 6. My body's tall. 7, 8, and you feel this muscle. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have a little ab tone. 17 to prevent me from going into a low lordosis. So these are just things that you want to check. And then the other side. And now flip your heel, or not flip it, but flip sides. Let your heel be on. Open up, and it's okay. You may have to adjust where you are. Good. Check the body parts that tend to over tighten, like your jaw. They don't need to be tight. Good. Check your glutes. They don't need to be super tight. This is a little bit stable, but it's not death gripping. Abs. Neck is not overly tense, is it? So what you're doing is you're scanning your body for what needs to work, which is this, a little bit here, but not your jaw. Good. And exhale. And check your wrist, it's neutral. And then we're gonna take a stretch. So let your hand go pretty wide, your hands. Now, the reason I say wide is because you're gonna try to keep your elbows straight as you go up and over. When your arms are overhead, just like we talked about earlier, keep the ribs gently pulling down so that your abs are working a bit. And that'll help your low back from getting too lordotic. Now we're gonna do a hold a place, good. Breathe in. Breathe in and drop it a little lower. Good, you've got your abs on. Now lower, breathe in through your nose if you can, and lower. The posture muscles look great, guys. And then lower that down. Now I'm gonna get us some bicep curl hand weights. So grab your hand weights. If you would like a sip, grab a sip, and then we'll do bicep curl hand weights. So something that lets you lift both at the same time. Your wrists are neutral. You have a grip. Good. 3, good. And 4, good. And then Julie, you might try opening your elbows out a little bit. Just see if that feels better. Kind of like they're beside your ribs and not in front of. See if that feels good. Nice, Michelle. I like it because you know you can hold this hammer curl if you'd like. 10, neck is easy. 11, 12, 13, 14, exhale as you bend. And you're also, notice you're controlling it on the way down. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Leave your hand weights down beside you. So lift up both heels. And 2, good. And 3. This also helps with vascular, with blood return, prevent pulling in the ankles, in the feet. Each toe has a weight. And 1. Nice. I'm going to have us lower that down for just a moment. And then we're going to do one balance pose. 1 foot, of course, tree pose. I'm going to do a tree. So lift and spread. This strengthens your glute. And it also just makes me feel better that we do at least one balance pose a day. This used to be one of the missing links in fitness and movement. But I want us all to feel good. Betty, way to go for it. Good. If you're gonna fall, at least make it a dramatic fall. Okay, so when you're ready, you're gonna do the other side, lift and spread. And Karen, keep working on it if you'd like. I'm gonna cue us, lift and spread your toes. That's an important toe yoga. That's important for balance, is that we can move our arches. Good. And I'm going to give the cues. You guys don't have to do this, but your ribs should be over your pelvis. You're not shifting at the ribs, right? That's rib over the pelvis helps. Good. And then still breathe. Another cue is that your ear's in line with the shoulder. You have no neck tension. Your shoulder blades are down the back. Breathe in. Long flowing breath. Exhale, lower. Nice job. Now grab a weight that'll let you do this. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Go out with your exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now the best you can, do 5 more. And 5 and 4, neck is easy. 3, 2, now 1. Now leave the weights here, get ready. You're going to pretend you're putting down a suitcase. 1, when you lower, your heart should face me. Don't let the heart face the floor. The heart should face forward. Good. Your booty goes so far back. Your heart. Good. Try to keep the heart up. Now, that means your heels are really heavy. Your toes are so light you could lift them off the floor and slide a little piece of paper underneath them. Good, Betty. And 1 more. Nice. Now leave the hand weights here. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. And notice I'm not going higher than my shoulder height. 5, my wrists are straight. 5, I've got a little wider stance for stability. That helps me. You can kind of, yeah, see if that helps you, Karen. It just makes me feel more solid. I can feel 4 corners of the feet into the ground. I'm gonna slow it down on the return on purpose. So lift, slow it down. Lift, slow it down. Lift, slow it down. Gonna try 5 more sets. Neck is easy. Good, really good, Julie. Make sure you're not leaning when you take a weight up. You're still trying to stay tall and not lean over, right? So 2 more sets, or the best you can do. Good. 1, 1. Can you do 10 more squats with this? I'm gonna have us just a tiny wider. Now make sure your femur fits with your hip. So Karen, that's like, try to find what feels like your puzzle piece. Your leg fits in your hip. Now your chest, your heart is forward. Your heels are heavy. You may have to, right here, kind of chin tuck so you don't have any tension in your neck. So you may have to actually look below your electronic device so your neck doesn't have any excess tension. 2 more. We're gonna let that down, guys, and do some stretch. One stretch is gonna be this one, cow face. If you're up for a challenge and you wanna do a tree pose with your cow face, you have my utmost support. 10, rib tuck, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, super, hands to heart, lower your foot, try the other one. You could take a tree pose. You could take a cow face, which is one arm back, one arm up. Good. Breathe in. That was good, guys. Let your hands come to the heart. Lower your feet, grab a sit, meet me on the floor with your heavy band. And wrap it around your feet like an X, meaning you wrap it around your heel arch, cross your band, walk your hands forward. Really like these for you. So if you just do one exercise every day, it would probably be this one. Band, like let's say you're out of town, you don't have no reception and you're on your own, this would be a good one. It's got some biceps, it's got some rear shoulders, it's got our back muscles, which tend to get neglected in life, and then that's what hurts people. So pull. Good. This one, I have a heavy band on. One of the heaviest one I own is the purple. So you could have a heavy band, but another trick is to take 2 bands and put them both in your hands. So 2 bands is another trick. If you're looking for bands and you can't find any, the product I tend to use is SPRI, Spree. And I'm always happy to get you stuff if you need it. If you're using the dynabands, every now and then you want to put some powder on them because they break down with our body oils and sweat and lotions. All right, take 2 more, but then we're going to add this really fun thing I like. It's a rotation. So pull with one arm and rotate to that same side. Pull with the other. You're still pulling your arm, so it's still bicep. Exhale. And try to think, am I rotating evenly on each side? Good. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to get rid of this one and get a slightly lighter one for me because purple's pretty heavy. Wrap it around your feet. Cross your band like an X. Put your elbows by your side and look how tiny. This one's therapeutic. And this is the secret sauce to healthy shoulders right here. Wrists are neutral. Neck is easy. If you have trouble sitting, for example, it makes your back round, then you can sit on a pillow. And that's another trick to make this a little easier to sit on the floor. But it is a good idea to sit on the floor regularly. People lose that ability if they don't go after it. You want to be able to get on the floor and get off the floor. It's a perishable skill set, and we don't want to be in a situation where we're on the floor and can't get up. So we get on the floor with our exercises. Okay, now kind of just do a little release in your shoulders. I'm going to uncross them. So now they're not crossed, they're wide. You're going to go out lower than your shoulder height, but you are going wide. So think about hugging a tree backwards or something. Yeah, neck is easy. If there's any tension in your upper traps, you can always do this lower. You can play around with what serves you. Resist the return of the band. You see how it wants to spring you back? So you control it with no neck tension. Your belly's working a little. Your spinal muscles are working. Now I'm going to turn, and that way you can see me. Link your palms up. Now I'm going to show you a couple things. You can do this, and you could lean back with your abs on and do this. If you need it harder, you can lean back, or you can hold onto your band. Good. You want to feel these front arm muscles, the biceps. Good, and your wrists, look at them, they're neutral. They're not excessively bent forward or back. Neck is easy. 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to face you for a pattern. Grab a sip if you'd like, and then we'll do a pattern. And the pattern is this for our brain, for neuroplasty. I just saw some big studies on how statins can increase dementia significantly. We're going to be doing some things to prevent it here. So pull down once, now pull out once, now lean back and do a bicep once. So go down once, go out once, lean back and do a bicep once. Sit up, pull down, wide, bicep. Good. Down, wide, bicep. So you see how you have to remember what's happening, and you're doing it when you're exercising. So those two things together, the brain doesn't get as much blood flow as the other organs. So what we're doing is making it think and remember coordination, sequences while we have extra blood flow to it with exercise, for example. That's why it's even more powerful than just sitting and doing a crossword puzzle or sitting and doing math. You want to, if you can optimize your brain, you'd like to add some of this movement at the same time you're remembering things. One more. Good job. Now we're going to do a stretch. This is a really nice one called the rack. Try to go up as tall as you can with one arm. Go up, 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 back, 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 back. And then once the hands face away, you go to the other one, lift up, tall as you can. Up, 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 and then back. Now soften both elbows and lift your heart. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. 5, 4, good, 3, 2, and 1. Let me give us one arm stretch. So go forward with your fingers here. Now reach your other hand forward and go pull your fingers under. Good. And this is good if you're cooking Thanksgiving dinner, all these wrist stretches. So now we're gonna lie down, but with our weights, we're gonna do this. So grab your weights that will allow you to do those pushes. They're gonna be a heavier weight. Now your feet are on the floor, and you're going to put your weight in each hand. Push up and touch just one end of your weight together, and then bend your elbows, and then straighten, and then bend, and then straighten. And exhale. I'm gonna look at you. Good. Touch. Good. 5. Good. 6. That's it, Karen. That's it. 7. You notice how your feet on the floor helps you keep your ribs down. So there is a little ab tone. Keeps your ribs down. Let me just see. Yeah. And yep. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now take a breather and take a full body stretch. Reach your toes long, reach your legs long, and then shift through your back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we're gonna take your hand weights again, and we're gonna do a little hug a tree, let your feet on the floor. You're gonna lift up, now open up your arms, kind of like you're hugging a tree. Just stay in a really feel good range of motion. So if you, one modification is to let the hands be over the lower end of your sternum, your weights, but they're not over your nose, they're over your sternum. Yep. Good. Your hand weights do not touch the floor until you're done. That way you don't over extend your joints. You're not trying to touch the weight to the floor. You're touching the weight above you over the sternum. Exhale. All right, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. Now let your hand weights go and take a full body stretch. Inhale. Now use your abdominals to come up. Nice, great job. And then we're going to take, I want to show you one of this, it's a for your wrist and your back, and your hamstring. So put your hands behind you if you can. If this doesn't feel good on your shoulders, do it hands and knees, all fours the other way, but just lift up. So we do need to make sure our wrists do have some stress on them, because if you fall then and they're not strong at all, then they easier break. It's the top 3 fracture zones. Now inhale and exhale, relax. Good, I want to give us a stretch for that. Take your hands together and massage them in about 5 circles. Good. And then one more thing for those wrists, so just be gentle, but this is an easy push-up. This is a harder one. And this is a harder one. So take 10 somethings. You can also do this on the wall. So the easy one would be all fours. Walk your knees back would be harder. Toes would be harder, but you do want to have a little bit of stimulus on the wrist. They're top 3 fracture areas. I try not to kill them during our classes, but just a little bit is going to stimulate them to not fracture so easily. Right, to have some density. Now when you're ready, have a seat and face me. Woo, you did good. Take your hands to your heart and just breathe in. Notice how your body feels when it's strong, flexible, able to get on the floor, stable. And stay in touch with that healthy body. Today, I allow all the wellness that's available to me. I'm going to appreciate how good it is to feel healthy. If you've ever been sick, you know the alternative, the contrast. So I'm just going to enjoy the fact that my body's working pretty well today, and I'm going to rejoice that with so much appreciation. Thank you all so much. Bye. Have a great day. Thank you so much.